Hello and welcome to Breaking Bad Saturday? Oh, it tasted weird in my mouth. Admittedly, it is a Saturday. Apologies. Some of you might have seen I made a community post. There have been some things in my personal life that have got in the way of getting this out on Friday this week. Unfortunately, my partner is or was in hospital, and so that was obviously my priority. The reason that I wanted to mention that was because some of you did see my community post, and there were some lovely messages of support there. So I just wanted to kind of take a moment in this video and thank you for doing that. I did show every single one of those to my partner, so thank you so much for that. That being said, mate, it's Breaking Bad Friday. That's right, Breaking Bad Friday. You can't stop us, lads. You can't stop us. Let's see if Hank survived. That's all I'll say. This is episode 8. I See You is the title, and without further... wait, because my next video is Saw 5. Now, I know some of you who watch my channel are really looking forward to that. Now, a little bit of information, a little bit of news on that as well. I will be doing two versions. I'll be doing two video versions of that content. Now, one version will obviously be the exact same thing you usually get on my YouTube channel. Be right on here, sub, tick that bell button if you haven't already, and you'll be notified whenever that pops up. But first, I will be doing a patron-only version as well. I'm trying it out. I'm experimenting with this and doing. It's basically more work for me, but it means that there's more content for you guys, and you get to kind of consume that in the way that is most favourable to you. A little bit of info. Usually on my Patreon, I do full commentary, so you can watch whatever it is and play me at the same time in real time. And there's a little timer in the screen, and you can just listen to me and watch it with me and have a nice old time. I will be doing a treatment of Saw 5 that way as well. Obviously, because it's a YouTube video, I will be stopping and starting. I don't usually do that on my Patreon because I feel like it's really rude to ask that of people to keep stopping and starting with me. Because it's primarily a YouTube video, I will be doing that as well in the Patreon video as well. So if that's not your speed, if you don't want to be stopping and starting the film with me, then just wait for the YouTube video and it'll be the exact same content as usual. Wanted to give you guys that information. The Patreon version will be coming out first, but the YouTube video will be coming out shortly after that as well. It will all be coming out next week. So a little bit of info on that, just to let you guys know about it. And yeah, that's enough talking from me. So let's get into this Breaking Bad episode 8, season 3, and let's get flamingoed. Yeah, let's see if Hanky boy survives. Oh, is he gonna walk past Hank? You know, like he's leaving, Hank's arriving. Could be interesting though, because obviously Walt's connected to Hank. I wonder if he's going to be going to Gus and being like, "What's going on, mate?" Because I was thinking actually, literally today, about it, and Walt doesn't know anything about the twins or the cartel. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think because we've been aware of them as an audience for a very long time now. Oh, he didn't see Hank, fair enough. I'm just used to it, but I guess you forget, like, Walt's not really aware of it.
If you'd like to smoke, you need to be another 20 feet from the door.
Roll me further, bitch.
Oh no, he is. He's gonna see Hank.
How many entry wounds?
We found 4. Shoulder and hip.
4 though, shit. Oh. You sadistic little fuck. Alright then, fine.
We're going pretty well.
Oh, no, I can't handle this. Stop it.
We were becoming a real team.
You were, mate.
Not so much, no.
What, mate? A.
No, it's bigger than that, Gale.
No, don't you lay it on thicker, Walt, mate.
Could you elaborate?
No, don't go down this road.
I don't think either of us would necessarily bet.
I set up the entire lab.
He did.
We just have different rhythms.
You don't though, Walt, mate. You had a montage.
I'm classical, but you are jazz.
I totally read that as jizz, I'll be honest with you.
I require
Classical.
He's gonna see Jesse coming in, please.
shit.
Amazing. Walt, you fool, sir. Amazing timing. Thank you, show. Thank you for that. That was perfect.
It's all like shiny up in here.
My God, this is the most Jesse we've seen him. I get that it's for this reason, to highlight the difference between him and Gale, but like, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
This
no!
makes no.
Ain't fucking wrong. Well, he is wrong, actually, because it does make sense. Poor Gale.
200 pounds a week.
Got it.
God, does this guy have any other settings other than like extremely intense?
There's a lot to show you. Some new techniques to learn.
Yes, now. We've only got a couple days before our next batch is due.
Yeah, more and more. Pause, just briefly. More and more. You know, I was thinking a little bit last episode when he was making this decision. Well, when he was making this decision to bring Jesse in instead of Gale. And obviously, I feel like, you know, I wasn't fully sure how calculated it was and how much it was just wanting Jesse back on his side, getting the boys back together. Because, you know, as the audience, you kind of want to be like, oh, yeah, they've got a bond. Yeah. But honestly, like, the more that I've seen, especially this episode and the way that the show's, like, highlighted Gale and Jesse together in that way, like that, and the way that Walt was trying to explain it together. I know that Walt was just trying to make it less awkward and just trying to get Gale out of there as softly as possible. I get it. He was just saying stuff to a certain extent to just appease Gale. But I think just highlighting them together side by side, I don't think it is just from Walt's perspective just a case of like getting the boys back together, you know, because he feels the emotional bond with Jesse. I think it is calculated. I wasn't sure how calculated it was, whether that was even... I felt like that was coming into it a little bit, but I didn't know how kind of like purposeful that was from Walt's perspective. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure it was playing in his mind somewhere that he was trying to get Jesse back in and take away the threat of Jesse dobbing him in. The threat that Jesse leveled at Walt was pretty serious. So I feel like this scene has kind of showed us and just hit home that Walt is absolutely doing this and making this decision based on his own safety and keeping his enemies close.
What story?
Upon arrival, he was unresponsive.
Are we going to get the twins coming after Hank? The twin, sorry. Coming after Hank, do you think?
You get a blood pressure cuff or an ABI?
Oh, this is the twin. Shit.
I'm so sorry, honey.
Oh, this is nice, getting everyone together. Holy shit. Sorry, I'm just appreciating the fact that like the cops are there and they've got Heisenberg. They've got Heisenberg in the room with them. I love this. I just love that.
Their tattoos indicate an affiliation with the drug cartel.
Oh.
Why did they attack Hank?
Sorry, I'm just going to pause just there. That was so interesting. Like, just the expression on his face and his question. He's kind of back in Heisenberg land a little bit there. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was absolutely like, drug cartel. Tell me more. What's this about? I know Hank's close to me. Drug cartel's coming after Hank. What do you mean? What's the... So I feel like this is the thing that I was saying before about, obviously, we've known as the audience about the cartels, the twins for a while. Walt doesn't know shit, mate. He doesn't know shit about it. And this is the first seed.
Could be in relation to an investigation.
Investigation.
And he would have had a gun and could have defended himself. It's their fault.
I get where she's coming from, but Jesus, man, like, it's a little bit more nuanced than that, innit?
What kind of partner are you?
Oh, come on, no, he doesn't deserve that. No, you know what, forget it, no, let her say it, she's got to say it, right? She's got to get it out.
I'm not doing anything until these two get the hell out of here.
Come on, lads, yeah, just get outside. This boy's thinking, putting it together. Someone, sorry, just briefly pause. I've recently done a commentary on The Godfather, and I really enjoyed that film. There's lots of moments in that film where they just stop and slow down, and they have like a scene where you're literally just watching like a waiter uncork a bottle of wine. There's not necessarily a reason for it, there's no story reason for it, but it like fills the world out, makes it feel real, connects you as the audience to it because you can relate to that. It gives flavour, it stops, it slows down, lets you sit in it. Do you know what I mean? Someone commented, and it was one comment, so bearing in mind, you know, maybe it was wrong, maybe, I don't know, but there was a comment on that video that said the people that created Breaking Bad love that film, and you can see that in this show. Just that there. And not just that moment, but like, I mean, throughout the whole series, right? But also throughout this whole episode where, you know, we're lingering on scenes and we're letting the characters organically talk and express their feelings, and it's not all like obvious. Do you know what I mean? It's not all like, there's so much nuance is what I'm saying. More specifically, that little moment there where like we're lingering, there's no reason for it, but Hanks, you know, sees the table and he, you know, has this little moment. It lets you breathe. It lets you sit in these moments and appreciate these moments and feel the weight of these moments, you know, like we're in this room now. Hank's not in good shape, you know, we've had the scene before this where we're talking it out. Marie's obviously the focus, the centre, as she should be, expressing her emotions, firing off left, right, centre at everyone, because obviously that's what would happen. It's all very serious and it makes you feel it, and it's all very highly emotional. And then you have that moment where it's quiet, nothing's happening, but it allows you as the audience to sit in it breathe and feel it. It serves to get you more invested. It also then serves to like offset the seriousness of that last scene with almost the same people, the same mood, tone, but the little kind of, because that was funny, and it just lightens that load a little bit as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's like this little scene, even though it looks like there's nothing happening, there's so much nuance to it, and it lets you appreciate the seriousness, but also lightens the load in a way that allows you to go, okay, I'm allowed to just not take this as seriously for a second. Anyway, so originally I stopped because I wanted to compare that to The Godfather, and that's what they do in The Godfather. And I think it's such a useful technique. It's such a, and I don't think it's everyone's cup of tea. I think some people would be like, oh, what was the point of that, you know? But I think it honestly, I think it does really serve to just draw you in and set the mood and let you sit in it. And I love that shit. I love that stuff. I wonder if we've seen the last of Gale as well, you know, because the stuff I was talking about before with like Gus having him replace Walt and Gale not being in on it. I wonder if Gale will now want to get a little bit of revenge.
It's been a whole day. How long is this grieving process? Just put a clock on it for me.
My family comes before your schedule.
Ooh, does it?
We have responsibilities here.
I'll get there when I get there.
Yeah, again, we're seeing, it's interesting that we've had this scene against the scene where Walt was in the lab with Jesse being like, we've got work to do, mate. Be serious. Get your shit together. You got to listen, you got to learn, you got to get up to speed. And Walt being like, we've got this schedule. And now we're like here, and Jesse's like, we've got the schedule, man. When you like, put a clock on it for me, dude. Like, you know, come on. Like, and Walt's like, no. The schedule is my fucking schedule, bitch. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it shows you again that Walt is very much kind of what he says goes. That's where he's at. That's his mindset. That's his psychology, you know. And we're seeing more and more Walt go back and forth on what he's saying based on his own needs, his own emotions. That's interesting. Play.
We really do appreciate that.
What? Is your wife there?
Do you know who that was?
Walt, my boy, you gotta stop this shit. You gotta stop trying to lie. She is on to you now.
This fork is absolutely filthy.
Like, look, she's going through a thing right now. I don't want to call her Karen, but fucking hell, mate.
You've got good eyes. Look at that.
It's a fork. It's a fork, Karen.
It's dirt.
Do you know what though? Actually, if it is dirty, I'm fully with her, mate. Fucking raise that shit to hell. Oh my god. Someone just needs to be like, look, Marie, I'll get you another fork. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get you another one. What, mate? Get a fork. Get a fork.
I survived.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I had my lobectomy at this hospital.
Okay, no, this could be good. This could be good.
Remember how scared we all were?
This is good. Maybe. We'll see.
How they were actually going to cut me open.
Oh, my goodness, dude.
I couldn't get that image out of my head.
Well, now they can't. So thanks, Walt.
I think the scariest part was when they took me into pre-op.
Okay, now move on. Move on a little bit past the scary stuff.
Waiting for them to anesthetize you, knowing that you may never
Okay,
wake up.
Walt, mate, I'm gonna have to get you to listen to what you're saying and just move it on a step, like quick. Is that it? Was that it? My man, please.
What I really remember about that day
Was how they saved you. Let's turn it positive.
and we hit every green light. Green.
Okay. He's bringing it back round. We swerved, we swerved, but we're coming back. We're coming back, sir.
I never wanted to be stuck in traffic so bad in my life. Anyway, I survived this place.
Good. Okay.
And I'm not half the man your husband is.
Oh, good. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Fucking A, I tell you what, we were on the ropes for a little bit there. A little bit. But he got there. Yeah, this episode's really like doing well at like just displaying the trademark kind of patience of the show. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so patient. We're sitting in all these emotions and we're dealing with it. We're not rushing on. We're dealing with it. And you can feel all of these situations much more keenly for it.
I heard that they attacked the DEA agent. Why would they do that?
Interesting. Oh gosh, you mischievous little boy. Absolutely playing stum because he knows he can.
And then we get the real story from my man who survived.
Your man is in custody.
He's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, so we'll see. And now Gus is going to try and finish him, right? Yeah, ooh, these power plays. They're interesting too, you know.
You ought to see what Hank did to that bastard. Want to see?
Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell. Just tell him. Oh my god, they're just all fucking marching in there. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Holy shite. Oh, fuck. He's going to see Walt. Oh. Yeah, buddy. My man. You ain't got legs, mate. Let's just chill out, yeah? Fucking hell. What are you going to do, mate? What are you going to do, eh? Box! Ah! Ooh! Jesus, man. Oh! Yeah, that's another puzzle piece for Walt, That's Walt working it out. Shit. We keep seeing Walt working it out, putting it together. That reaction there is Walt being like, huh, they know about me. They're after me. So we'll see. We'll see. No. My man. Oh my god. For fuck's sake. Dear Lord, mate. Mate, is your windshield taped on?
Do you remember when we were out in the desert with Tuco?
That does ring a tiny bell.
Speaking of, ring that fucking bell, mate. Subscribe, bitch. Sorry, that was aggressive. I don't know why. I saw Jesse and I just...
No, he kept saying someone was coming up from Mexico.
Well remembered, Walt. Yeah, so he's putting it together.
His cousins.
Talk faster, Walt. Fill him in. Dude. Stop withholding information.
Pablo Escobar, this big drug guy in the 80s.
Oh, hello.
Well,
Where are you going to come down on it, Walt Jr., mate?
it's more about the guys who investigated him and tried to bring him down.
Pause. It's interesting, isn't it? And obviously, it was all on purpose, right? But framing the story that they're telling and the way that we're dealing with Walt and where he's gone, the path that he's going down, and framing that against telling the story also from the side so intimately and personally and emotionally from the other side, the DEA, and having Hank as that mouthpiece, right? He's the one that you're seeing that through. Perfectly illustrates both sides, right? It kind of shows like someone like Walt Jr. and I think that's what made me think about it, you know, and really highlighted it just there for me, how you are getting both sides of that conflict, right? And, you know, coming together. And especially for Walt Jr., it's like, right, and that's why I kind of asked that question. It's like, right, which side are you going to come down on it? He's reading a book about Pablo Escobar and the DEA. It's a miniature version of what we've been told in the show. It's a really clever way of finding out Walt Jr.'s perspective on it without actually having him find out. And also introducing his character to that kind of thing so that perhaps when things come to light, he's not coming at it brand new. He's coming at it from a place of learning, a place of almost preparation for that. And perhaps maybe Walt is going to influence the way that he thinks about it as well, now that he knows that he's reading up on it. And yeah, I think at the moment he's very much going to probably come down on the side of the DEA and Hank and being like, right, no, yeah, this guy needed to be stopped. You know, he was hurting people, he was selling all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. He was selling drugs. And I wonder, there is a certain reputation around these guys, right? Like Pablo Escobar. That was why I was like, well, maybe he could come down on Pablo Escobar side and be like, oh, it's kind of, you know, badass and earning all this money. Pablo Escobar, to a certain extent, is immortalized in our culture. You know, for better or for worse, right? But, you know, we have media about him and et cetera, et cetera. He's an interesting figure, if nothing else. So yeah, it'll be interesting to... I like that. I like that we're introducing it this way, that we're getting it introduced this way, you know?
Everybody knows who Pablo Escobar is, but nobody knows about the guys that brought him down.
Oh, there we go. True. Fair.
He said that good guys never get inked like the bad guys do.
That's a little bit meta, isn't it? Not wrong, though. The stuff that I was talking about last episode, it highlights that argument. You know, there's something in our psychology that makes us so fascinated with characters like Walt, with people like Pablo Escobar. You know, we have all of this media about these bad people. You know, and a lot of the time media focuses on the good guy tracking them down, but then almost like the focus of the show is the bad guys, right? I'm thinking, you know, something that comes to mind is like Hannibal, for example, with Mads Mikkelsen, which is an amazing show, by the way. I love that show so much. But that focuses on the psyche of the criminals. Yeah, this is absolutely foreshadowing him finding out at some point. I don't think it's this season, but he's going to find out.
Is there something I should know?
To be completely honest with you, Gail really screwed us up.
You got to stop lying, man. Gus knows, you know.
Thank you for the update.
Man, Walt is really not into saying bye to people, is he? A little bit rude. A little bit rude, mate. I don't think I could do it, you know. I don't think I could just hang up on someone. Do you know, without actually going through the whole, like, bye, 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 bye. You know, you gotta say bye at least 5 times, mate. That's the minimum. That's the minimum.
How's everybody doing?
It's nice that this situation is giving us an opportunity to see, like, characters like these two together and having a scene together. It's really cool.
I'd love to walk in there and shoot that bastard right in the head.
Me too.
Yeah, bonding over shooting people in the head. Oh, mate. Guess we're men.
Orders a big booster for the DEA. You heard what happened? He's gonna feed every cop in the building.
That's wonderful.
I tell you what, he's finding out some fucking tidbits this episode, isn't he?
And apparently he's bringing it by personally.
Gus, you mischievous little fella. Honestly, like, Gus is just playing everybody.
Yes, thank you. Guys, did you hear that? Mr. Fring.
It's in the fucking room, of course he is. Such a power play. Turning up being like, I know, Walt, don't lie to me. I fucking know.
As it happens, I actually met Agent Schrader.
Really?
Do you know what though? Pause, and I will talk for a second because I keep talking about this and Gus is the powerful one here. He is. He's power playing fucking everybody, and he can because he has the power. I do think he underestimates Walt because again, Walt is finding out a lot this episode that obviously we've known for a while, but he's finding out a lot. Right? He's been caught up to speed a little bit. For Gus to put this information out and be like, I met him, that's absolutely aimed at Walt. To be like, I met him, I know more than you think, I always have, don't fuck about with me, right? But I think he's misstepping there a little bit because he's teasing Walt. And again, he's coming up against Walt in this arena of, I'm the powerful one, and this is Walt, right? Every example we've had where someone challenges Walt in a game of power, even though right now Gus is the powerful one, Walt has come right back and he's found a way to match that and overcome. And I feel like Gus pushing these buttons, I think he's overplayed his hand a little bit here. And I think Heisenberg, I think Walt is going to just play it on the down low, but he's going to fucking remember that. And he's going to come back at him at some point. And I think Gus underestimates Walt's ability to do that. And thinking back, I don't really know if Gus has actually seen full-fledged Heisenberg. So, do you know what I mean? He's got nothing to inform him on being careful around Walt. Walt has kind of essentially displayed this not subservient, I think that's too much, but this malleable person, this worker, you know, this person who will work with him. But I think this is the power play stuff that I've mentioned before, and Gus being here, Walt being here, at least in Gus's mind. You know, obviously Walt thinks they're partners. Gus is like, no, I'm the boss. Gus is pushing forcibly on this point of being the boss right now. And I think Walt, for the first time, is seeing that and being made to feel that. Yeah, I really think Gus is underestimating Walt. I think he's overplayed his hand by saying that. For the first time, Walt's seeing that Gus is holding back. Perhaps there's a little bit of malevolence there as well. And Walt's seeing that for the first... So we'll see. Play.
As a matter of fact, Mr. White, your name
and he's pushing further as well. Fucking hell, mate.
Really?
Yeah, lots going on in Walt's head now.
We spoke briefly about your health concerns. I hope that there's been good news.
Wow, he's really pushing Walt's buttons here.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah, anger right there. Let's go back for a second. Hang on, look at this shit. Yeah, he's kind of like...
Proved. Yes.
He doesn't like it. There, look at that. Look at the fucking eye twitch. Gus, mate, you are over it. Look at that shit. Ooh, baby. Gus, mate, you silly fool. You do not know who you're fucking riling up there, buddy.
Your being here, is this some sort of message?
Goddamn right it is, mate.
Now, thank me and shake my hand.
Yeah, interesting to see how that ended, right? With Gus once more asserting himself as the powerful one, being like, now thank me and shake my hand.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, fuck.
Time of death, 2043.
Interesting that he died just as Gus was in and out. Aha! There we go. Good, I want to see more of Gus, man. We've barely scratched the surface with him, I feel. Oh, interesting though. Yeah, Gus going even further than I thought, I guess, like... Shit. Okay. Right, so is Gus going to be the main antagonist, really? He's got to be, right? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because I don't know if that's to necessarily even, like, insert himself or just insert someone down in Mexico who is on his side that he can control, right? Maybe. Hanky boy's pulling through, mate. Yeah, of course he is. Got you, hasn't he? Oh, man, and he was out. He was out. He was happy to leave. He's going to settle down, sit down with Marie and just be happy and chill and calm. When he survives, when he gets back, he's going to go straight back in. He's not going to be able to. He's going to be like, no, I'm threatened. Marie's threatened. I've got to... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I feel like it's going towards an end that essentially is going to get him going straight after Walt again. Straight after Walt, straight after the cartels, straight after Gus, I guess now, maybe, as well. You know, he's going to unravel everything to the point that he's going to find Walt. Like, I feel like this puts him on a path that is going to be going after Walt still, again. Whereas, you know, previously, before this happened, he was done, he was out, he was kind of neutralized as a threat, which is interesting because Gus brought this about, and I wonder if it will one day bring Gus down. We'll see. No, this episode was nice in a way because I think we've been having kind of, like, last episode especially was quite explosive. We've been building up for a long time. We got like a little bit of a pop of action and, you know, things happening for a little bit. And this episode just served to just slow it down, calm it down, you know, just give you a little bit of a palate cleanser, ready to start building back up again. I feel like, do you know what I mean? The cadence is quite nice. And yeah, I think going forward, this lays the groundwork again to just be building into something else. And we'll see what that is. I don't know what it's going to be, you know. But again, we've still got lots of the season left to go. 5 episodes. Still left to go. That's a lot of fucking runtime. That's a lot of stuff to happen in between now and the finale. So we'll see where that goes. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, you're not currently subscribed, please do consider doing that. Hit that button down there. It all helps me out. And it is free, mate. It's free and clear. That made no sense at all, but we'll roll with it. Saw 5 coming next week. My Patreon link's down below as well if you want to catch the full commentary. If not, no stress on that either. Just wait for it, sub, and you'll see that on here at some point as well. So yeah, links down below if you want to support me. And once again, thank you. Oh, and thank you so much to my patrons. You guys are awesome and epic and beautiful people. Carhaven Live, Miffy Monk, and Erin-esque. Thank you so much, you guys, for your support. To you guys and you guys watching at home as well, thank you once again, and hopefully I'll see you next time.